Welcome back, guys. Commander Green here, back on Operation Liberation Chernarus, which we're now going to call it Operation, just to sound a bit more cooler. So today we're going to be doing nothing real tactical in this episode, as I do have quite a lot of resources in regards to fuel and ammunition, as you can see, but I have no supplies. And also our FOB is a little bit old now. It's getting there to the stage of where it probably needs a bit of a revamp. So in this episode, essentially, I want to be preparing and kind of rebuilding my FOB, going around, building some sort of facilities, supply facilities, getting resources, scrapping vehicles, kind of building stuff. So that's essentially why we're in engineer division here today. So we're going to be playing as engineer division and engineer today, and we're going to be going around all different locations and basically revamping our sort of infrastructure for our kind of military on this map at the moment. So we're going to be going around doing that. So I have some slow progress today, so I'll catch you in a second what we're going to be doing first. Actually, before I actually go away and kind of skip to the next scene, what we're actually probably going to look forward to do is probably going to go down to Petroka, maybe the radio town, not too sure, but one of these 4 locations, and essentially build some facilities there. We might even be able to get all the way over to here, but it's quite a trek, to be fair. Go to each one of these locations, see what we can build, and then we'll come back here, revamp supplies to these locations, and then probably come back and upgrade our FOB. We might even look to maybe move our FOB to the base. Actually, we're going to do that today. We're going to move our supplies around. Actually, no, incorrect. Right now, we're going to relocate our FOB to the military airport. That sounds like a really good idea. We've now touched that. Instead of just being in the field and in nowhere, we can actually kind of move our front line forward. So we're going to pack up and we're going to move to that location. So if I'm going to let me move the mobile respawn first. I wonder how I can move supplies, whether the supplies come with me or not. Actually, I'm going to build a new FOB, because if I do, I don't want to lose all these supplies, so because I'm not too sure how it works. So we'll actually build a new FOB, see how much it costs for a new FOB. Which should be under one of these. FOB container, which we can fly out. Mobile respawn, we don't want that one. FOB truck, we can afford it in those regards, but we need 300 supplies. So we're going to try and locate 300 supplies. So what we're going to do is going to head out to these locations and build some facilities and hopefully gain some resources. And then that's what happens there. So we'll make our way to our first one. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, just put it up to the fuel station, or the what's called storage location, which is east of the airport. Alright, see what we can do. We've got supplies here already. I better have to trek back. I should have really took a helicopter, to be fair. Oh, I've only got one. There must be some more supplies around here. So look, see. I've got a vehicle, which is you might be able to scrap that actually. There's no more supplies here. We need supply, which is a key one. Might need to sell one of our. Might actually be able to sell our Bradley to try and accumulate some supplies from that, and then build some more supplies. Essentially, if that makes sense. Sell the Bradley, get us some supplies, and then that should be able to build a supply facility. So, if you fit supplies, 100 ammo, 100 fuel. Okay, so we're going to go back to the FOB now. We're going to send 100 fuel here, and 100 more ammo, and we'll send supplies here, and then we'll build the what's it called, the wonderful supply facility. So back in again, right in the base now. I don't really want to sell it, but if it gets us points, it's going to be worth it in the end, because we are on the brink of just nothing. 150, that's more than nothing. Okay, we'll get rid of that. So we need 50 supplies. We'll go to the logistic overview, and we can set a destination now. So from where we are currently, which is FOB Alpha, Dobroka has some 100 supplies there. We'll leave them there to build a supply factory. We'll send 100 supplies from here to there. The mission is not possible, apparently so. Assign trucks, 3. We've got 3 trucks going there, come on. Maybe I can... Is it that way? I haven't selected a location, that probably makes sense. Oh, there we go. Oh, is it doing it? Don't think it is. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, it has sent the supplies. You can see on the right hand side of the screen now the we've lost 100 points from here, so they are sending. Oh, no, it's actually not. We've literally just lost. Oh wait, are they there? Airfield storage. No, we lost them. Just on the dick. Or maybe they might even be in transit, or might delete them on transit accidentally. Let's just have a look, see if that works. Okay, not enough resources, see if that makes sense. Right, 1 minute to the bottom mission comes. So, we just need to send 50, then we can go there and build a facility. And we should start building stuff. So, once we get the resources, head to that location. Actually, what I'll do is I'll make my way to Dobroka fuel station. Because there I know for a fact that we have 100 points. We should be able to build a supply facility there. So we'll head there because we have loads of fuel and everything. So we'll go there and go build that. So back in a minute. Actually, I'll take the Chinook. A lot more easier. Alright. At Dobroka fuel station, we should have enough supplies here to build a supply facility. Facility established. Happy days. How do we know? There's actually one here. Oh, there we go. I was going to say SF supply facility it means, I think. Stack and sort. What else can we build? Need 100 supplies, 50 and 100 fuel for a. What's called? This place might actually now be prone to attacks. Now we built a facility here. I'm not too sure how it works. So there we go. Airfield storage. So we're now actually producing supplies. Storage 1 or 12. Time left no production. Producing nothing. Aha, there we go. We're building supplies now. Happy days. So it's going to take 30 minutes. Alright, sorry about that. Just had a guy knock on my door. Not a problem with my buddies. Ask if I want to go get food. Like, no. Playing games. Right. Where are we at? Where are we at? What was he doing? What was we doing? Oh, we don't want facilities available. Fuel. Confirm that. We're building that. Okay, happy days. So we're going to want to make our way now to, again, towards, we'll make our way to airfield storage, because, or the FOB, let's have a look, because we might be able to build a facility in there, might have resources, so we'll have a look. Back here once again, so look-see. I wonder if I can scrap that vehicle. The guy's dead in it as well. Let's we'll take this with us, I think. There's no supplies here. We're actually going to take this car with us. Wonder if I can deploy ropes onto it. Civilian vehicle is seized, and it's now going to be scrapped for supplies. These things are well fast as well. Absolute nimble as fuck. Boop. Okay, deploy cargo ropes. Single cargo. No, not triple cargo. Seriously? Track them all. Single. I don't know where the ropes are. Well, that's not useful, is it? Just jump in and have a little mess about. Go. hope we can sell it. Please, 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 please. Oh, why can't we not sell swimming vehicles? That's bollocks. We've just got like a little mobile HQ vehicle. We can't sell it. Recycle it. You really can't as well. Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's back to the logistics overview. We're gonna assign a truck. We've got 3 trucks signed, unassigned trucks. We don't need that many trucks. I'm gonna send these 50 points value from here to the other destination. Whole numbers, okay. To airfield storage. We're also going to send 200 of that. Confirm mission. There we go, that should be doing it now. It's going to take 2 minutes to load status. Loading, time left 2 minutes, next station, bravo. Apparently it's going to take, might take 2 minutes to get there. I don't know if it's 2 minutes to get there or 2 minutes before the mission starts. We'll find out. Okay, what do we need to do now? We've got 100, oh, we've got 100 points back now. That's from that location we built. Actually, no, it's not from the location we built, it's from the, what's it called? Points that I messed up. There's no point in keeping these resources here because I cannot really use them at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another vehicle here, assign a truck. Oh, there's not enough resources apparently. That's going to take 1 minute till it arrives at the location. Happy days. It's just, we're going to have to keep using those trucks we've already got. Let's look at our production. So we actually are producing fuel from the airfield storage, which is really good. And from there we're producing what's called our marvelous supplies. So we're going to build a supply storage on the fuel station because that's already producing them. Once that arrives there, our supplies will go there and build it. And once we have enough supplies here, we'll send them back to the FOB. Buy the FOB, the mobile. Actually, we'll buy the which ones do we have? We'll buy the FOB truck. Actually, or maybe we'll buy the container because we've got the Chinook that will fly us out. That'll be a lot more easier. And then we'll head over to the base, the airfield, and we'll set it up. So I'll be back once we produce those supplies. So we'll be back in a minute, or probably not a minute, probably a little while, but for you it's gonna be like 3 seconds. So we'll be back in a second, and we'll head off and build the FOB.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, I've just built myself the facility now here. As you can see, production settings. We're now producing supplies also at the airfield storage. So in 30 minutes time we should get some more supplies from there. And we should get some more supplies from there. So we're almost there. Alright, back in game, and we've got the supplies. It took about half an hour or so to wait. Now got 300 supplies, so let's build ourselves our FOB and get it over to the airfield and build this bad boy. So we're gonna probably want to put it down here so that it'd be easier for me to pick up the helicopter. Right, that'll do. Okay, let's go over there and build this thing. Right in the centre, like I said, but that'll probably be the wisest place to go. There's nowhere to go next. That radio tower. Yes, this is. Definitely have some real good defences. A real nice looking base in this one. Even each side. There we go. Officially have an FOB. FOB Bravo is now operational. Happy days. Let's check our map out. Look at that. Right, I think this one is going to be our... Obviously going to be more of our airport, but I think we're going to have a lot of supplies here, because we can kind of use this place as sort of a supply location. Sort of our supply dump as well. So this is going to be our main headquarters. So what we're going to do is now, we're literally going to go out. Just look at the map camera. So I think what I'm planning to do maybe is probably have... Here will be like some vehicle area. Oh, wow. That wasn't too well. Right, so here we'll probably have some vehicles, sort of storage area of some sort. I think here we'll have some helipads and some like all the supply depot area here. And then maybe along here have the helicopters sort of lined up. And also planes will be here. So we'll have like, actually we'll have helicopters here, supply depot area. And planes, alright, let's do this. Okay, here's a good idea. So planes here so they can taxi around. Helicopter landing point there, all the supply depot, and helicopters along here because they can just literally fly off all along there. And here will just be literally our main sort of HQ areas where we store all the vehicles and where we can deploy. So that sounds good. So we get cracking. So back in a bit, I'll probably be in fast forward. So got some engineering to do. Engineers at work. Let's do this.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Right, I've now built the sort of depot or the storage area and a warehouse. All my supplies and munitions and fuel comes in. Hopefully I can try and organise it in ammo supply fuel. I'm probably going to put some armed guards here as well, just in case. Probably put a gunner on each point and a tower. Or maybe just literally two machine guns on each point, just in case we get attacked. So we need some sort of sentry in here. And now I'm going to work my way back here and work my way to build the sort of main area of where we're going to kind of deploy and work on. And I might actually change up a little bit. I think what would be a better idea, because this area is nice and clear, I'm going to put some helicopters along here, I think. And then I'll keep the planes. I don't even know when I'm going to have planes, if I'm honest with you, because we need an area for them to turn around as well. So we need quite a large area for the aircraft to go. Which is, I probably need to have this entire area here. For the aircraft, is literally this entire spot here. For airplanes, I didn't really think. Actually, they could actually come up and around and come in and like kind of taxi facing that way. That would probably be good actually. Or alternatively, they could like come in, taxi through. Really good spot for them. They could alternatively even just sit on the road. I'm not even sure what we can have actually. What aircraft can we actually get? Can we get fixed wing? We can, yeah. What fixed wings are there? Blackfish, Black Wasp. And if I'm honest, I'm not really going to get them. I only like sort of like futuristic sort of vehicles. So on that note, we will simply just have a helicopter there, and the rest of this can be for aircraft. Oh, normal land vehicles and whatnot. So let's get cracking. Alright, now that on the helipads, now coming out afterwards and seeing once I've built it on the ground, how unstraight that actually really is. That's ridiculous. Look at that. How bad is that? Well, at least it's secured off and we got somewhere we can lift the helicopters off. So next is going to be a location of which, like a sort of repairing area, which I guess I could have maybe this sort of area. Would be good. I'll probably have a landing pad here maybe if I can. So damaged helicopters can land there and get repaired, but here will sort of be our sort of repairing station area. So let's get cracking with that. Right, I've now officially built a perimeter of the base. So up here we have the sort of logistical engineering repair sort of station, fuel, have all there. I've moved the mobile respawn there. We've got a few supplies coming now, which is good. Move some more here, so we're going to start moving more supplies to this base so we can actually build maybe a salvage place and whatnot. So we can build that here, I guess. We'll maybe even move one from last base, sell it and move it here. I don't know what we'll do. So what I need to do now is kind of vamp that up a bit more. Cut into here, build a really good, nice entrance, and then build some tents and sort of kind of plan out the sort of organisation and structure of how this sort of layout of the inside of the FOB is going to be. So I'll be back at it again in a little bit once I've done some more editing. And there we go, guys. I've officially finished the FOB with the resources I currently have. All the stuff that I built the FOB with is all the free items in the build list, as I don't have all the resources here yet. There's on the way of the logistics. So how I built it, let's just start at the front of the FOB. So at the front we have the sort of gate entrance sort of thing. So I have water back there, so it allows enemies not to see straight in and just shoot people. If they want to take out targets, they got to shoot at an angle. From that angle there, they can just about see in. And from that angle there, and just about see him, but not be able to see the full area which these walls kind of utilise that. They have two bunkers to the front, which you can get there by going through these little tunnels here, and you can access these two little bunkers, which I'll probably have some AI in garden. Also, on the outside of the perimeter of each on each corner of the FOB, I have 4 towers. On the left side here, we kind of like the emergency helipad sort of thing, so for people who are wounded and whatnot, they can land them and take them there, or if there's helicopter damage, they can take this spot here. So this area here is sort of the engineering repair station, fuel station sort of is going to be there, and there's medevac point there. It's kind of mainly for looks in some sense, but this will actually be utilised and used, this repair area, where vehicles can come in, repaired, and just come back around and go out again. At the back we have 4 helipads I've set up, so at some point I hopefully should be able to get some gunships and some more transport helicopters, which would be really useful. And obviously the far right, so I've got 3 helipads to land and just deploy all of our resources on if I do collect them, but I might not be doing much collection now. I might literally just allow the facilities to build and just send them here with logistics, so that might not be used, but I'm going to put some AI guards there to keep an eye out. And I've got all this area here to utilise for my car parking, essentially, for when I get some more vehicles and whatnot. But eventually when I get some more points, I can get some flight control towers and a few more, like the salvage depot and stuff like that here, built in this area. So I'll probably put it maybe behind the main FOB or the HQ, just beyond that. So right in the middle here we have like the sort of garrisoned area, which I kind of built in just in case we do get attacked. We kind of got a second area, and also it's a place where I can stage my men. So we can put them in here. Got this little bunker we can hide into and shoot at anyone who gets in, or we just literally use the top of this HQ. But it's mainly going to be used for just staging, getting guys ready. So if I get some friends come online, I don't think anyone really will, because I'm kind of keeping this to myself and just doing this on my own, but maybe at some point people might want to join. So if they do, we can just use this as a sort of staging area. So that is essentially the FOB so far, ladies and gentlemen. So if I do not see you in a few seconds, because I don't know how long this video is, I'll see you in the next episode. So have a good one.